jolly clean. Who are you? Your worst nightmare. Oops! Damn it. Welcome to Mike's Gaming Gala. I'm Mike, and this week we're looking at Get 'em Gary for the NES, published by Second Dimension. This copy, as well as several other homebrews, were generously loaned to me for review by Michael Thomason at Good Deal Games Homebrew Heaven. Thank you, Michael, for supporting my channel, and stay tuned to the end of the video to see how you could get this very copy. Get 'em Gary comes in a professionally printed box, with a manual, and a new injection molded cartridge. There's no sleeve here, but they do have the little styrofoam block at the bottom of the box, which is always nice. So, is this one that you'll want to add to your collection? Only one way to find out. Let's play. After the splash screen, we get a title with only a single option: press start. If you hang out here for a little bit, there's an attract mode that shows you what you want to avoid, what you want to get, and what you want to fix. Pressing start, we're informed that the building complex we'll be working in is West Spring Manor, and the year is 1987. Next, there's a cutscene to start the level. Rusty, the neighborhood punk, armed with firecrackers and bombs, wreaks havoc on the building's windows. It'll be your job to fix them all and then close the shutters. Then, we're into the game. Based on the setup here, and even the name, if you haven't figured it out yet, Get 'em Gary is inspired by It Felix, the fictional arcade game that later was made a reality from the popular Disney film Wreck-It Ralph. Here though, you play as Gary, and your goal is to fix all the windows in each stage while avoiding hazards hurled at you by Rusty up above and floating your direction from the sides. At the top left of the playfield is your status area. Displayed here, from top to bottom, is your score, the stage timer, and then your remaining lives. Fixing the windows is a two-stage process. First, pressing A at a broken window repairs it with what I can only assume is a magic squeegee. This is all well and good, but leaving a repaired window exposed leaves it vulnerable to being broken again. Pressing A on a fixed window closes the shutters, protecting it from further damage and adding a whopping 1 point to your score. To move around the building, all you need is the D-pad. There's no jumping here. Move along each platform and move up and down by climbing the gutters scattered around. Some platforms are completely open, allowing you to move freely, but especially as the game progresses, you'll find that you'll have to use the gutters to get around obstacles that block you from walking across the ledge. Of course, we can't forget Rusty. He's going to make this task very difficult for you. Rusty is armed with 3 weapons that could make Gary have a really bad day. The first are bombs. These are easily the most worrisome of his arsenal, as not only do they have a little bit of a blast radius, but they can re-shatter windows that haven't been shuttered yet. The other items he launches at you are bowling balls, ouch, and video game consoles. The console of choice here, shockingly, is a Sega Genesis, showing that even in a game for the NES, Sega does what Nintendo don't. As you get to later levels, there's another hazard that you'll have to worry about: kites. That's right, there's an epidemic of kids losing their kites, and they're all headed your way. These will come in from the side, and if they or anything else hit you, you lose a life. Now I know what you're thinking. Kites? Kites wouldn't hurt you. These are attack kites. You have no idea. Thankfully, it's not all bad news up there on the ledges of a building. From time to time, you'll find hamburgers on the ledge. Yeah, random hamburgers on the ledge of a high-rise are not something I'd usually recommend picking up here, but these are special turbo burgers. If you grab one, you'll be invulnerable from harm for a short period. And while you're in this state, every shutter you close is worth double the points. Woohoo! 2 points! Once you've cleared all the layers of a building, you stand triumphant on the roof and are prompted to press A to advance to the next building, which will be more challenging. I'm certainly no pro at this game, as my gameplay video tomorrow will attest to, but here's a couple tips and tricks to help you get as high a score as possible. First is Rusty moves back and forth very predictably. Especially when the ledges have obstacles, it's easy to get pinned and be at the mercy of something being dropped on you. Wait until Rusty starts to move away from that area before heading in. This ensures that you have all the time from him traveling to the far end of the building and back before having to worry about getting hit. Next, the windows here are double wide, and Gary fixes them in the same way every time, from left to right. This moves Gary as you repair. Do not forget that. Sometimes you'll be dodging hazards to the side of you with not a lot of room for error. Pressing A to repair a window in these situations can inadvertently move you into getting hit. It's an easy thing to forget, and it happened to me more times than I'd care to admit. Losing your final life, you get an end screen showing your score and the high score before heading back to the main menu to try again. And that's Get 'em Gary for the NES. So what did I think? I really liked it. The gameplay is simple, but it has enough nuance to it that it certainly involves strategy, making it both easy to pick up and play, as well as very addictive, having you come back for more. If you're looking for something that you can sit down and play for 5 minutes or for an hour, definitely consider this one. It's good arcade fun. Now, at the start of the video, I said that this was loaned to me by Good Deal Games Homebrew Heaven. I will be returning it, and when I do, I'm going to include a certificate that this was the copy used in this episode. It's not really worth anything, but if you're a fan of the channel and this helps Michael make a few sales, it's the least I can do as a thank you. If you'd be interested in this copy, make sure you join the Facebook group, Good Deal Games Homebrew Heaven, link in the description, and keep an eye out for a post in a couple of months that will have this and several other games that you can get with certificates just like that one. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it, and thank you so much to my channel members. I appreciate your support so much. As always, my contact info is in the description, and we'll see you next time on Mike's Gaming Gala.